The Fifth Infantry Armory building was constructed for the use of the Illinois Guard's Fifth Infantry Division located here in Quincy. Built in 1914 and 1915 by prominent Quincy builders Buerkin and Kaempen, it exemplifies and amplifies the architectural ideals of the Craftsman Style by using local materials and geometric designs to give the building its beauty. Like many other buildings of the Craftsman Style, it relies on the arrangement of geometric patterns for ornamentation. Along with this, the building's massive doorway to the armory is the largest of its type in the city. In addition to its primary purpose as being the headquarters of the 5th Regiment of the Illinois National Guard, the armory was intended to house the weapons and supplies for the division while also serving as its motor pool. In later years, the motor pool was converted into a community gymnasium where it was used for countless basketball games, automobile and poultry shows, dances, and musical shows. The building's history goes back to January 1909, when bills were introduced into the Illinois legislature for an armory to be erected in Quincy at the cost of $75,000. This action was held up until May 1911, when the legislature passed an amended bill allowing $45,000 for the state armory. In 1912, a state architect was instructed to draw up plans for the armory, but he later withdrew from office because he was embarrassed by the fact that the legislation had cut the original appropriation. Well, therefore, James B. DeBelka was appointed the next state architect, who began drawing up the preliminary plans for what called for the armory to seat 3,000 people and be 3 stories in front with a balcony in the drill hall. The 3rd story and balcony plans had to be eliminated, but were made to be added later on as soon as other appropriations were available. Quincy builders Buerkin and Kaempen started construction on the armory in September of 1914 and finished in time for the dedication ceremonies during the fall celebration through October 12th and 14th in 1915. During the opening days, merchants were asked to hold special discount sales and theaters were told to hold free movies. The celebration opened on Tuesday, October 12th, with music by the 5th Infantry Band in Washington Park, followed by a military parade that ended at the armory where several speakers were ready for everyone. Later that evening, a grand military ball was held in the armory, and guests were presented to Brigadier General Henry Root Hill. The second day opened with band music in the park with a saddle horse demonstration and an auto flower parade that ran through the downtown area. That evening, a public dance was held in the hall. And on the 3rd day of celebration, October 4th, the band played in the park, followed by a demonstration by the fire department, throwing water high into the air over the treetops and showcasing their equipment. To end the big event, a big civic parade came down Main Street with an estimated 4,000 taking part. It's easy to see that the armory was an important part of the citizens of Quincy. During its years in commission, it is said that the structure was one of the most practical in Quincy, and its benefit to the city was assured even before its construction. This Historic Quincy Business District podcast was produced by WGEM. Special thanks to the Gardner-Denver Museum of Architecture and Design, the Historical Society of Quincy and Adams County, and Quincy Preserves for providing information. For more information, you can visit www.downtownquincy.com or walk to the HQBD office at 128 North 5th Street. I'm WGEM's Rich Kane.